Thank you. Thank you very much, Sean. I want to say first, good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you. I want to thank Sean and Larry for giving me this opportunity to share my words with an audience. For my presentation, I'm going to talk about this Black man's Black experience, one man's perspective. I'm going to go into a love poem, and then I'm going to share an observation of the struggle of others. So now, for my first piece, this is the visual part. Yes, 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 yes. Share. Hopefully everybody can see that. This first piece was inspired by a Moonstone project where we had cartoonists interpret the title of some iconic books and novels. And then those cartoonists shared their work, and then poets interpreted their work. This is done by an amazing cartoonist by the name of Mr. Fish. And this piece is based upon Dr. Maya Angelou's iconic autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Now, my poem is entitled the same, not because I think it's so good, but because I know not to mess with Dr. Angelou's perfection. So, having said that, here it is, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Racism. Racism is a big little word. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's loud. But whether big or little, quiet or loud, it is always ugly. Racism is like a cage to the human spirit, trying to bind and constrict, limit then deny the brilliance, the creativity, and sheer power of the human experience. There is no poetry in racism because there is no beauty in racism. It offers no hope, provides no justice, inspires no peace. Peace, as in a reflection of godliness, a beauty that celebrates the unconquerable character of those who push past the boundaries racism would seek to impose. The beauty inspired by individuals with the ability to study a problem from different angles, persistent enough to look at, in, around, over, and through any obstacle set forth by hate created by small-minded, and however improbable, have the courage to spring forth and rise like a song, spreading its wings, taking flight, clothed in God's grace, soaring ever forward to achieve the unscalable heights of life's true victory. So that's that piece. Now, in the same vein of poetry being inspired by visual cues, I'm going to share an image that was done by an incredible photographer, my brother by a different mother. This is Chris Barkley's work. Okay, it was Chris Barkley's work. We're going to try it again. And this is what happens. All right, I'm going to unshare and then reshare. All right. Okay, man, I really want to be able to do this. But it won't do it. Oh, well, I'm going to share this anyway. The name of this piece is Sneakers. And if you will, I want you to imagine a pair of sneakers in the street, just sneakers thrown away. I was born to be an achiever, and I was meant for so much more. At first, I wanted to be a fireman so that I could drive a big red fire engine and blast a siren as I raced through the streets saving people. Then I wanted to be a policeman so that I could help keep people safe and make my mama proud. I love school. My teachers all said I had great potential, that I was going places. I was going to be president, like Barack Obama, but I didn't know. Nobody told me that I wasn't supposed to use my imagination to play cops and robbers in the park. No one said it was illegal for a Black kid to buy Skittles and iced tea while wearing a hoodie at the neighborhood store. People always told me the sky's the limit. They encouraged me to shoot for the stars. But no one ever told me that sometimes when you're Black, the stars shoot back. So let's do this. Stop sharing. All right, so now you just get me. This next piece was inspired by an image of Trayvon Martin's mom. We all know that Trayvon was killed by George Zimmerman. And the image was taken by Chris at a Black Lives Matter event. And the name of this piece is Give Me the Words. Give me the words, Lord. I know they're watching and they want to hear me speak. Help me to end this cycle of grief. I can see how the pain intensifies with each revolution. And with that pain comes a blinding rage draped in a rabid thirst for action. Can you hear their cries for justice? Give me the words, Lord. Help me to end this growing sisterhood of sorrow. I never wanted this. No mother ever does. I just want to heal this hole in my heart. But this spotlight burns brightly, and they do so want to hear me speak. Give me the words, Lord, please. Give me the words. Help me to change their focus in a way that will save some other woman's child. So, the reason why I love the arts, it's therapeutic and it offers a constructive outlet. So, I wrote this on one of my less than happy days. This is when you look at the news too long, and so this is what it came out. The title of this piece is If You Were Black. If you were black, how would that be? To look through my eyes, see what I see. Would my bitter truth in your mouth be unkind? Would the lying eyes of your justice be quite as blind? Would the blood that was spilled be a little more red? Would the brothers who were killed be a little more dead? Would you buy into the promise of this land of milk and honey? Well, the joke's on you, but ain't a damn thing funny. If you were black, how would that be? To look through my eyes, see what I see. Would you see all those mothers with tears in their eyes, their prayers for better tomorrows, a futile exercise? What would you tell your son if he encountered a cop? Immediately put your hands up. Don't walk, don't run, just pray if you're stopped. How much of you would you keep in a cage, that part of you that is anger, hate, and rage? If you were black, how would that be? To look through my eyes, see what I see. In the tales that the media spin, who would be the villain? The ones without the guns or the cops doing the killing? And what of your daughters whom you so adore in a world that mistreats them, calls them hoes, bitches, and whores? Hypocrisy, miseducation, poverty, these challenges I endure. But time is quickly passing because now I'm the cure. I will organize, strategize, and dare to be bold. I'm done with your obstructing. Pray God helps your soul. Now, if you were black, tell me, how would that be? To look through my eyes and see what I see. So yeah, that was that piece. So now here's the thing. When you go to an Ivy League university and you work in corporate America, you get a unique perspective of stuff. Outside, how we're treated outside of our community and how we're treated inside the community. Where do you fit? So this speaks to that experience, and it's called mask. The mask I wear has an inverted frown. It envelops my body in a much paler brown. It masks ethnic melodies I'd sing to rejoice, to project nasal utterings in a much wider voice. The mask I wear is simply a tool. It's a small little skill I worked on at school. Some say what's at issue is my being fake. I say it's a function of choices I make, honing my skills, collecting new tools to play at their game, win by their rules. The mask that I wear 9 to 5. Brothers in Harlem, don't go for that job. By day, it's a shield, this inverted frown. By night, it's the burden I carry around. The mask that you see is really not me. It's my corporate commercial for mainstream to see. Chitlins and the hog maws, on these I was raised. Medgar and Malcolm, the heroes I praise. The mask that I wear is a much paler brown, but under its surface, this brother's still down. That's that piece. So now we're coming up on my last African-American deal. And this is what I call a string haiku. It's a series of haikus strung together to make one bigger piece. And the title of this piece is Haikus for Those Who Are Black Like Me. And you know the form of haiku, 3 lines, 15 syllables. Here we go. Answer this question. How black can a black man be in America? Black is powerful. You don't believe? Tell me this. Why are they so scared? I am a poem, unwritten and rewritten by America. How much does hope cost? How does one get liberty? Where can I apply? A nation that would enslave, beat, rape, and lynch you will never love you. I'm American. Tell me, what does that get me? How about if I'm black? Monsters do exist. Know their names: hate, bigotry. We see them daily. I'll show you my wounds if you then bear the burden of sharing my pain. This one thing is true. Hard to love America when she don't love you. So those are the haikus. Now we're going to shift from the African-American experience to love. The title of this piece is Unconditional. I love you. I love you beyond conscious thought or primal instinct. Through all human shortcomings, flaws, and imperfections. Despite all missteps, mistakes, misdeeds, and misguided interactions, I love you beyond every hurt and injury ever inflicted upon my heart, my spirit, and my soul. I love you from my darkest nightmares to my brightest dreams, from your past hurts, previous injustices, and utter betrayals. I love you through all anger, all rage, all pain, and all the damage done by other brothers unworthy of the blessing that is you. I love you from simply having sex to making love. I love you beyond my life, beyond every inch of every moment, beyond all space and time. I love you from the start of forever to the end of eternity with every hope, dream, and aspiration I could ever muster. I love you beyond sight and sound. I love you from top to bottom, inside and out. I love you in the corners of every whisper and on the wings of every shout. I love you in his presence, in peace, in grace, and in mercy. All that you need to know is all that I am, all that I have, will have, or could ever pray for is totally and unconditionally invested in loving you. I got one more. Last one. Here we go. This was inspired by the art of Mr. Fish. The image is there's a woman, you see her back, she's looking at 4 doors. The door over here, men's room. Door over here is the family bathroom. 3rd door is that door, you know, that poster you probably had in high school or college with all the, you know, love things going on. And then that other one is the ladies' room. So here we go. Every morning, this is always the hardest part. How can I select a room of my own when I'm stuck in these 4 walls called me? Here I am, trapped in a war of closeted pronouns, living a lie. I live life as an actor, playing a part, a role to satisfy my audience, that audience being society. Every day, I wake up, put on my costume, don my smile, and command the stage. I own the role. I make it part of me, almost all of me. But I think I'm too good because every day when I return from my performance, when I return from living that fake life, that lie, I look in the mirror and I fear I've lost another small part of me. And once I lose it, I can't get it back. I can't ever get it back because it dies. And if I'm not careful, there'll be nothing left. Tomorrow, when I wake, please, God, give me the strength to finally choose a room, the skin, and the life I can truly call my own. That's my time. I want to thank Sean and Larry for giving me this opportunity, and I want to thank all of you for your kind attention and support. So thank you very much. God bless you.